Good morning.
Arun Sawat.
Shalom.
Before I begin, I'm going to ask that if you have a cell phone on you, if you could turn that off or put it on silent. It's not going to be good if one of us is getting our diploma and all of a sudden something starts ringing from out there. So please turn it off. Hello, we are T, Simon, and Ben. On behalf of the Ojai Valley School and the graduating class of 2005, we welcome you to Ojai Valley School's 2005 graduation. For all of us standing on stage today, this is the beginning of a celebration that symbolizes the end of an amazing four-year journey, but also the beginning of a new adventure. Today we come together to celebrate the achievements of 27 young men and women who come from all corners of the world. We come from Germany, Thailand, Korea, Japan, Paraguay, Taiwan, all over the U.S., and even, believe it or not, from the booming metropolis of Ojai. 4 years ago, at the start of our high school careers, we were not here together, but separated just like Ojai is from the rest of the world. When the class of 04 graduated almost exactly 1 year ago, we were not together. Even when we had a practice graduation on the first day of school this year, we were still not all standing together. Some of us thought that today, we would still not all be here together. However, as I stand here, I am supported by 26 of my fellow classmates, people I've come to know as friends, and we are all finally here together. What brought us together is more than just a congregation of graduating seniors on our last day of school. This gathering represents an accumulation of the cooperation, communication, and teamwork skills we all lacked at the start of our four-year journey. Today, we celebrate our accomplishments and look forward to the start of another journey.
The piece of paper that we are going to receive in what feels like a matter of moments for us and possibly several decades for you is nothing but some black ink printed on white paper. It is merely a tangible symbol of the intangible experiences that we have enjoyed during our time here. We are not simply forced to adhere to a set of arbitrary requirements. We are not labeled or limited. Instead, we are encouraged to grow as individuals. We have learned to be active participants in our community. We have all had the opportunity to serve in leadership roles, and we have learned to communicate and share our perspectives across cultural, intellectual, and language barriers. The intimate nature of the OVS community allows for each and every one of us to explore who we are and who we want to be. When I came to OVS 2 years ago, I was looking for an escape, a temporary hideaway. But today, as I stand here with my classmates and friends, we are not just graduating from high school, we are leaving a home. There is support, there is a bond, there is love.
Integrity is a word heard often at OVS. It is the philosophy that everyone up here on stage has learned to live by. It embodies our lives, strengthens truth and trust, and adds completeness. I would like to introduce you to a man who has helped us integrate this philosophy to our life. Lead by example, he always said, and he truly leads by being a model of integrity. He radiates trustworthiness, and he helps us grow and mature through trust and honesty. He makes wise decisions that fairly benefits all parties involved. To most people, he is Mr. Cooper, the headmaster of the Ojai Valley School. He strikes the impression of a gray-haired, wise man who takes his rules and soccer almost too seriously. To most of us today, however, he is Coop, the warm and friendly advisor and friend. Coop.
Thank you, Ben, Simon, and T. On behalf of the entire Ojai Valley School community, I want to welcome you to the 41st graduation to take place in this amphitheater. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of the graduates. We are here to celebrate, graduates who sit here before you, but we are here also to celebrate the promise that await them tomorrow. The credit is not theirs alone, and before we proceed, I want to recognize some special groups and individuals who directly share in the achievement of the members of the class of 2005. Parents and family of today's graduates, your support of their pursuits and dreams is the keystone of today's ceremony. Your emotional and financial support of your child has afforded them an opportunity to possess one of the finest secondary educations possible. I want to thank you, parents. Members of the faculty, while we took time to recognize you individually yesterday at the awards program, I want to restate the importance of the role you have played in the growth, both emotionally and physically, of this senior class. I ask you to stand and once more be recognized for your hard work and loving support. Members of the faculty. In the audience today, we have another very special group. They're the people who have attended Ojai Valley School before the senior class. And so I would ask and welcome, actually I'd ask the alumni to stand and welcome. I'm glad to see you back and hope you're here next week for Alumni Weekend. Alumni, please stand. You guys see. The next group of people I would like to acknowledge are individuals who are not seen on the campus on a daily basis, but their commitment to serve and guide this small school allow it to function. Please stand and be recognized when I call your name. Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. William Hare. His wife, Judy, who allows him to do all this work for the school. Judy. President of the Board of Trustees and CEO of the Ojai Valley School, Mr. Michael D. Hermes, class of 53. And his wife, Elizabeth, class of 69. Ms. Patricia Farber, Treasurer, Board of Trustees. And Mr. David Donlin, member of the Board of Trustees. He mirrors my position at the lower school, and yesterday completed the year with the 8th grade graduation and class promotions. Mr. Michael Halmounzi. Right there. Director of Admissions, John Williamson. I don't believe she is here, but it's important that we recognize what a great service she offers us. Director of Food Services, Gina Fontana. Business Manager, Jean Torres. Director of Technology and Communication, Ramin Carver. Director of Development, Terry Manser. Director of Publications, Alex Mooney. Lastly, I want to thank the group of people who directly assist me in doing my job. Assistant to the Headmaster, Lynn Whipple. Superintendent of Maintenance, Peter Carvalho. Dean of Faculty, College Counselor, Judith Oberlander. Assistant Headmaster, Academic Affairs, David Edwards. Assistant Headmaster, Residential Life, and the person, Assistant Headmaster, Residential Life, Mr. George Rovin. And last night, I kind of kidded about 30 years being too long. It is almost 30 years that we've been together. And this person is my closest advisor, most candid. Class of 74, Miss Jody Cooper. Like any good teacher, I have created a lesson plan for today, scripted it carefully, and only hope that no one tries to pull me off on a tangent. The first of my two topics is to share with you some of the highlights of the school and school year. The second is my last message to the class of 2005, while I still hold them hostage waiting for their diplomas. This will be known as the year of the Science and Technology Building, as well as the year of the rains. The new building is almost complete and should be ready for full occupancy in September. I always feel sad knowing that so many who have contributed to a project never get to personally realize its benefits. Photographs under the glass of my desk remind us of a time when there were no dormitories, classrooms, swimming pool, or stables. Even this amphitheater was just completed months before the first graduating class were to receive their diplomas. I'm happy to claim that we have had class in the new building, and the baseball team has used the lecture room for batting practice during the rains. That might scare some of you who contribute a lot of money, but sponge balls and wiffle balls were used to prevent the power hitters from doing damage to the structure. In the year of the rains, we were lucky that few classroom days were disrupted by high water and impassable roads. I thank the entire community for the commitment and perseverance during the storms of 2005. While I had many highlights of the year that I could focus on, I think the camping trips in the early fall and just 2 weeks ago were amazing opportunities for our community to grow. The fall trip saw groups travel the coast of California, take on the sun and heat of the desert, and pursue the offerings of the High Sierra as seasons changed. The spring trips kept us closer to home in the confines of our own Los Padres National Forest. Close to home did not reduce the challenges available to us. Some trips changed elevation by over 5,000 feet. Some covered distance of almost 50 miles. I firmly believe that one of the most important classrooms has no walls, no flooring, and definitely no roof. Yet it provides essential developmental tools for any student who enters it. The memories the outdoor program provides is one of the common bonding agents that makes the OVS experience so exceptional. Add to these experiences the opportunities and expectations of participation on athletic teams, involvement in the performing and visual arts, contributing time and energy to community service, and include time for socializing with friends, and one can see why we emphasize the concept of a whole life education. Let us not forget the demands of the rigorous college preparatory curriculum that continues to support the efforts that allow students to be admitted to the finest universities and colleges around the world. While I will never turn my back on this community, I do want to turn my attention to the members of the class of 2005. You are the class that began your high school careers with the shock of the events of September 11th, 2001, what we now refer to as 9/11. At the time, the world was in shock. It was a clear punctuation mark in our lifetime. The world had changed for all of us as a result of the events of that day. Your eyes were opened. Things were going to be different. Travel was more tightly controlled. Suspicions were raised, and trust was limited. Many events since have challenged us to search for answers, question man's treatment of his fellow man, and forced us to accept our limited control of nature. What is important to know is how to adjust to the changes you face. I have watched these past few weeks as your demeanor has shifted from anxious to leave this place to that, do we have to go? I insist. We send you on your way knowing that we have not taught you all you need to know. None of us will live that long. But we have given you the skills to adjust to change, to learn what you need to know, and how to start over again when faced with failure or defeat. I give you these examples as mere samples of what I mean. One night you are asleep in your bed at home or in the dorm. The next night you are sleeping on the ground under the stars. Most of you played a sport where you learned about winning and losing. In the case of the boys' lacrosse team, this year we watched the Magnificent 10. A men's lacrosse team only has 10 players on the field at a time, and we only had 10 players. They played every game with heart and soul, giving no quarter and asking for none in return. Their character reflected the courage and perseverance that one must have when faced with the challenges one meets in life. You may have thought that the one-acts or musical were just performances for fun. The ploy is to have fun, work hard, and call it play. But keep in mind that the ability to act, to put on that face, and carry out the task at hand, even when you are ill, have work to do, or find yourself challenged with needs of others, is one of the great tools in holding your life together under duress. Sharing a room with someone in the dorms helps you to recognize that the world seen through your four eyes is very different than the perspective of your own two. If you have gained any sense of tolerance for your roommate as a result of sharing space, it will serve you well as you go on to college. When and if you do get married, it may explain why one of you thinks the dirty clothes belong in the hamper and the other thinks they belong in the bottom drawer. All kidding aside, I wish we, the generations before you, were handing you a secure and peaceful world. We're not. However, do not despair. It is the same but different world your grandparents handed your parents a generation ago. We're sending you on your way to a lifetime of adventure, of excitement and challenges. I, for one, have all the confidence in the world that you are equal to the task. As much as the world will change, recognize that you, individually and collectively, can change it. Speaking of change, witness with me now, witness with me how we can transform this program into a presentation by Mrs. Boyd and the OVS Chorus. Mrs. Boyd?
It seems we've been together forever, and it seemed that we might never have to part.
But now the time has come for me to say farewell, my friend. The time has come to make a brand new start.
Travel down this long road together. We had some ups and downs along the way, but that has all prepared us for what is now in store. The future is a road that starts today. It's time to go. To say goodbye. I really thought that it might never end, but maybe someday, if we're lucky, our paths will cross again. Until that day, I'll say farewell, my friend.
Remember how we shared all the good times. Remember all our hopes and dreams and fears.
Although today we're parting, we'll never be alone. We'll carry all the memories through the years. It's time to go.
said you wouldn't make it so far, And ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the nights you had to cry, 'cause you will never have to hurt your heart. And you know exactly what you want, and it's so believe. And you can never give up, you can reach your dreams. Just talk to your soul and say, I believe I can, I believe I will, I believe I know my dreams are real. I believe I'll chant, I believe I'll dance, I believe I'll go real soon. And that is what I do believe.
Your goals are just a thing in your soul, And you know that your moves will let them show. You keep creating pictures in your mind, so just believe they will come true in time. It will be fine. Leave all of your cares and stress behind. Just let it go. Let the music flow inside. Forget all your pain and just start to believe. I believe I can. I believe I will. I believe I know my dreams are real. I believe I'll chant. I believe I'll dance. I believe I'll go real soon. And that is what I do believe. Never mind what people say. Hold your head high and turn away. With all our hopes and dreams, I will believe. Even though it seems it's not for me, I won't give up. I'll keep it up. Look into the sky. I will achieve all my needs. I will always believe. I believe I can. I believe I will. I believe I know my dreams are real. I believe I'll chant. I believe I'll dance. I believe I'll go real soon. And that is what I do believe. I believe I can. I believe I will. I believe I know my dreams are real. I believe I'll chant. I believe I'll dance. I believe I'll go real soon. And that is what I do believe.
The senior class message and the presentation of the class gift come from two students who on a daily basis have demonstrated their commitment to and participation in school life. I'm pleased to introduce Emily Hodkins and Chris Cole.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. We sit before you today as the graduating class of 2005, a collage made up of many different components, each unique from the next. As the pieces that comprise the greater whole, Chris, microphone.
Yeah.
18 guys and 9 girls.
Level.
Accepting.
Intense.
Brilliant. A wop wop a loo bop. Fantastic.
Crazy.
Compassionate. Understanding. Diverse.
Confident.
Captain.
Go Spud.
United. Never ending.
Memorable.
Competitive.
Lively.
Dedicated.
Eclectic. Unique.
Divine.
Optimistic.
Funny.
Too funny.
We are the manifestation of our parents' love, our teachers' time, and our friends' care. We come from 7 countries. We are short, tall, and in between. We are athletes. We are thinkers. We are artists. We are singers. We are actors. We are beautiful. We are strong. We are the tears that have fallen and the hugs that have been given. We are the late nights studying and the kickback moments. We are the arguments, the failures, and the success. We are the high fives. We are the laughter in the halls and the roommate that drags us out of bed in the morning. We are shy, proud, and confused. We are ready and scared about college. We are the tuition, the expectation, and the hope. We are the pictures that will be taken and the memories that will be shared. We are late, we are early, and we are on time. We are this time. We are the now. We are the today. And being each of these things, we make up tomorrow. Individuals, yes, but a part of something so much bigger. We are like a Monet, a masterpiece as a whole, but still retaining each distinctive stroke in place, time, and personality. There is one similarity. We have all been a part of this experience, OVS, and we are different because of it. We sit here on this stage today as a representation of the journey we have taken together and the achievements that we have shared. But there is more than where we have been. It is where we are going, the promise, the potential, the future. It's as Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, the greatest thing in this world is not so much where we are, but in what direction we are moving. We have all trodden our individual paths to get to this point, but we're here now, looking forward. Embracing the future means being prepared for change. If there's one thing our class has come to know, it is that the only thing constant in our world is change. We have watched our countries, our families, and our lives become what they are, and we will continue to be witnesses to the nature of change. We have been prepared, not just for tomorrow, but how to adapt moment by moment to our ever-altering world. As each piece of this puzzle, we have learned from our education how to mold and transition, to take on whatever may come. And although our paths may be unknown, we have determined how to take the first steps confidently. To our parents and our friends who are watching us embark on this endeavor, to the teachers who have given us the tools to step forward, to our class and the classes to come, here's our message. As Rainer Marie Rilke once said, be patient towards all that is unsolved in your heart and try to live the questions. Do not seek for the answers which cannot now be given, because you will not be able to live them. And the important thing is to live everything. Live your questions now, and perhaps even without knowing it, you will live along someday into your answers. To the class of 2005, live to be curious.
As the graduating class of 2005, we have been given passage to the next stage of opportunity. Our diverse class is united to form a unique bond that a class with over 1,000 kids cannot have. This unique bond can be credited to the philosophy of the Ojai Valley School, which is contained in the motto Integer Vitae, meaning wholeness of life, symmetry of life, soundness in life, and therefore poise and strength in life. All of us graduating today have been guided by this philosophy to develop our character through the advantageous use of Ojai's natural surroundings, its diverse educational community, and through our kind teachers who have put up with us the whole way through. So how many students can say they graduated from the Ojai Valley School, a boarding school perched on a hill in the midst of orange groves, attended by a community of people from all over the world in pursuit of education? Well, we are only 27 students as a graduating class of 2005, and believe it or not, we are one of the largest classes OVS has ever had. The point is that we are all unique because of our convictions and aspirations, but moreover, we are unique by how our rare experiences at OVS have formed us into students who have developed academic strength, character, and self-confidence to meet life's future challenges. The impact we will have on the schools we will attend in the future will be unique because it is shaped by an OVS education, an education that is accompanied by a wide variety of experiences through college preparatory studies, campus life, student activities, athletic programs, and camping trips. Today is the day that 27 students leave the burdens and joys of high school behind and start a new path that holds the majesty of life and all its opportunities within it. And speaking of paths, this year's senior class has constructed one for the benefit of the community now that we are gone. It is an OVS tradition for the senior class to leave a gift, and this year we decided to make a path which would allow easier access from where we all are right now to the pools, bathrooms, lockers, and activity center. Our path could be considered a symbol of building new ways to accomplish your goals. However, most seniors would say that is more of a shortcut through life's challenges. Either way, we hope that the OVS community will be able to use this path for years to come in our memory. We would also like to thank Mr. Carvalho, Jose, and the whole maintenance staff for their tremendous amount of help they gave us and their countless efforts and contributions to the project. Without their help and advice, our project would not look nearly as professional as it does, and it probably wouldn't be safe to walk on. The usual tradition of the senior class is to donate $50 to the incoming freshman class. However, due to the funding required for this year's senior project, the student council provided that money to start their freshman and their upper school experience. The senior class would like to thank student council for their assistance in maintaining our tradition. With the reception of diplomas, we have entered a blissful state, where we are done with one stage and wait to start to the next. The contemplation that follows the ceremony is paramount to our lives, for it decides who we will become and how we will become it. The world is truly in our hands. The small group of students you witnessed today are truly rare and unique in their capabilities and accomplishments, but moreover in our opportunity. Only a handful of people in our entire world will ever have what we have today. When our entire future rests in our hands, when success and triumph depend on our very own will and ambition, then we truly have the world at our fingertips. The gift of education has been given to all of us, and it would be a shame not to use it in order to make our dreams real. To pursue knowledge in order to become whatever we want to be, when everything we do depends on our efforts and ambitions, that is freedom in its purest form. Our classes embrace this opportunity to succeed, and we are all capable of becoming the people who we want to be. So in the ignorant bliss that we are left with on this day, nothing is more important than for us to remember the gift that we have been given and to prepare for the challenges ahead. I ask you, the students of the Ojai Valley School, to remember us when we are gone, and to continue the spirit of focus and determination to complete your goals for a better tomorrow. And I ask you, supporters of our students, to keep supporting us along this journey and motivate us to seize the day, every day, for the rest of our lives. So on behalf of the Ojai Valley School Senior Class of 2005, we thank you for giving this opportunity and can only hope that we take advantage of the chances we have been given to succeed.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, seniors, for the new walkway. The symbol of connecting two parts of the school together is a reflection of how you as a group have pulled the school closer together. I thank you for your leadership throughout this past year. Just last year, we started the tradition of electing Associated Student Body Executive Leadership in the spring. While the members of the graduating senior class do not vote, their voice in support of candidates may be heard. I am pleased to introduce and ask that the members-elect stand and be recognized. President Claire Purcell. Vice President Jean Kim. Secretary Brittany Whipple. Treasurer Florence Chan. Weekend Representative Rosanna Cow. Community Service Representative Mary McCarthy. A different kind of leadership has had a history that has stood the test of time that reaches back to when the upper school began. The offices of campus leaders and ultimately prefect is designed to facilitate campus life. Similar to the elected offices of student council, the student leadership must write letters of application, secure faculty endorsements, and interview with faculty committees. Finally, each candidate must be appointed by the headmaster. Before announcing next year's student leaders, I want to once more thank the current prefects for the job they have done. I ask that they stand and remain standing while I call their names. Emily Hopkins. Simon Livy. Andrew Lien. Sang Hee, Jessica Park. T. Sermanis. Do Yun Kim. Karen Rao. Grant Orbach. Kevin Jang. Kelsey Bauer. Kevin Hartman. And Gino Beville. Again, thank you all for your help and support. The individuals who receive appointments today have conducted themselves in such a manner that demonstrates the ability to lead by example. Needless to say, we encourage all students to take on roles of leadership and responsibility, with or without title. And we recognize that the transition to adulthood from childhood is punctuated by an understanding of responsibility and the ability to hold oneself accountable within their community. As I call the names of those selected to the Leadership Council for 2005-2006, I ask that they stand and remain standing until all are introduced. Kelsey Bauer. Jean Kim. Nako Yorchika. Michelle Cobb. Brittany Whipple. Dylan Buckman. Sang Jin Kim. Andrew Bliss. Andrew Chin. Enrique Mauser. We look forward to your leadership and the opportunity to work with you in the coming year. Another way that we recognize the contributions of students at the Ojai Valley School is through the presentation of perpetual trophies, which recognize qualities we hold as true representation of the character of Ojai Valley School that Ojai Valley School seeks to develop in every student. With the exception of the Headmaster's Award, each selection is based on a vote by the entire faculty. This year is no exception in that many students received recognition in the balloting process, but the vote also proved decisive in the selection of the candidates. Each award is represented with a perpetual trophy inscribed with the recipient's name. They receive a personal keepsake, an engraved Revere bowl. Wallace Burr served as headmaster of the Ojai Valley School from 1942 to 1972. This award was established to recognize that student who makes an impact on the OVS community by giving unsolicited service. Mr. Burr always shared with his students the philosophy, and I quote, "In the love of truth and the spirit of charity, we gather together to serve mankind." As in past years, there are many students worthy of recognition, but in the minds of the faculty, one person was most deserving. I am pleased to present the 2005 Wallace Burr Memorial Community Service Award to Kevin Jang. The A. Carl Cochin Award was established in honor of Mr. Cochin's longtime service to the school as chairman of the Board of Trustees. It recognizes that student in the minds of the faculty who has proven to be the most outstanding scholar. This award is based not only on academic achievement, but also on effort and intellectual curiosity. This year's recipient encompasses all these qualities. I am proud to recognize as this year's most outstanding student, Kevin Hartman. We'll exchange a diploma for the perpetual trophy in a little bit, Kevin. The Robert G. Cooper Award was originally established as the Headmaster's Award. Its title was changed to acknowledge the contributions made to the upper school by its first director. This award allows for the senior who has demonstrated the most growth during his or her final year in high school to be recognized. Many members of the class of 2005 deserve consideration for this honor. Ultimately and justly, this year's Robert G. Cooper Award recipient is Karen Rao. The final award, the Andrew Killey Award, was established in 1965 by members of the upper school's first graduating class. I know at least one is in this audience today. Spencer, where are you? Ah, there you are. They wanted to establish an award for the senior who exemplified the best of the best, a leader with a sense of community, hardworking, helpful, friendly, and possessing a sense of humor. Mr. Killey, a member of the Ojai Valley School staff, was a man who possessed all of these qualities. The award is named in his honor. While many seniors were nominated for this award, there was no question as to who the winner is. It gives me great pleasure to present the Andrew Killey Award for the year 2005 to Andrew Lien. The time has come to address our main purpose for today's ceremony. It's time to award diplomas to the individuals who sit before you. Mrs. Boyd, the senior class has asked me to request that you assist in awarding diplomas. OVS tradition dictates that diplomas be awarded based on years in attendance. Those seniors newest to the school receive their diplomas first, and the student who has attended OVS for the longest time, including years at lower school, receives it last. What is more important than who is first or last to receive his or her diploma is the quality of the learning experience each diploma represents. Dedicated and focused. Our first senior arrived on campus 2 years ago. She made her presence known from day one, immersing herself into the life of the school. She is a dedicated honor student and a leader, having served as prefect and on the student council. She has run cross-country and track and played soccer. She played a marvelous twin in the spring musical. She is proactive in community service issues and is described by faculty and friends as caring, supportive, funny, and resilient. In the fall, she will attend Pitzer College. We are pleased to graduate Emily Sophia Hodkins. Involved, respected. This young man is a second-generation OVS student. He is an honor student and has served as a prefect. He is an athlete, having played football, soccer, lacrosse, and baseball. On this stage earlier this spring, he amazed us with his voice and his presence under the lights in his role as Miles Gloriosus in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. He is an outstanding camper, and his contributions to the honor ski trip enriched many of us. My wallet, particularly. He understands the meaning of character, and he conducts his life with that value in mind. He is an example to all of us. In the fall, he will attend New York University. We are pleased to graduate Simon Maxwell Levy. Character. Now, I'm going to skip back here. This one's sensitive, thoughtful, articulate, friendly. This young lady is a hard-working student. She is quiet, but her thoughts and ideas have benefited her classmates in class discussions. She has an appreciation for nature. She has sung with the chorus and participated in the spring musical. She is a young woman who swims with immeasurable grace. She has played volleyball and supported other teams as manager. She has walked for life and supported our community service projects. She is a person any one of us would be proud to call friend. In the fall, she will attend Suffolk University. We are pleased to graduate Yvonne Chen. Heart, character, artistic. This young man is a hardworking honor student. He has been active in student government and community service. He has traveled to Oaxaca, Mexico to work with poor and orphan children. He is a motivated athlete who has participated in football, cross country, soccer, basketball, track, and lacrosse. His art teacher refers to him as the abstract painter. He has great stage presence and a wonderful voice. He has sung with chorus. The spotlight has been focused on him during the spring musical. He has a sense of order and one of the cleanest rooms in all of the dorms. In the fall, he will attend Arizona State University. We are pleased to graduate Christopher Cole. Thank you, Chris. Positive, helpful, curious, a force. This young man is an honor student who has a passion for learning. He has been a peer tutor and active in community service. His leadership and enthusiasm with the senior project is one of the reasons it was completed. He is a talented musician, and his participation in the spring musical left no doubt about his stage presence or his self-esteem. He is a fine athlete, having played football, soccer, and lacrosse. He is an outstanding camper and 3-year participant on the honor ski trip. In the fall, he will attend the University of California at Berkeley. We are proud to graduate Benjamin Davis. Integrity, respected, strong. She's a hardworking student who has taken advantage of all OVS has to offer. She has served as a prefect. She has been a dedicated ceramicist, and her sculpture project reflects her commitment to excellence. She is a fine athlete, having played volleyball, basketball, lacrosse, and golf. She has served as a member of the yearbook staff. In the dorm, she is seen as fair and consistent in her leadership role. She leads by example, recipient of the Robert G. Cooper Award. She will attend Wagner College. We are proud to graduate Karen Julie Rao. Energetic, forceful. This young lady is a hard-working honor student. She's a community activist, very willing to get her hands dirty to get the job done. Seldom a spectator, she is usually at the center of any activity. We will forever remember her role as one of the twins in this year's musical. She has played soccer and this year served as the defensive cornerstone of the team as the goalkeeper. She ran track this year and put the shot. In the fall, she will attend George Washington University, accepted early decision. We are pleased to graduate Lauren Tochner. I need to apologize for my carelessness. I made reference to it yesterday, but I bought stock in Kodak, and most of you are using digital cameras, so I don't benefit as much from the pictures you're taking today as in the past. I will try and hold people here for photos, and please, if you'd like to come forward to get a photo at the right time, do so. Reflective, passionate, and compassionate. This young man is a fine student. He has opened his eyes to learning in and out of the classroom. I call him a heart and soul student because of the way he absorbs what he learns and how he locks it away in his being to use as in life's lessons. He has come to love and appreciate the outdoors. While challenged physically in Escalante, Utah, he came away with a clear sense of the value and power of nature. He is a fine athlete, having participated in cross country, soccer, lacrosse, and baseball. He served on student council as treasurer. In the fall, he will attend Waseda University in Japan. We are pleased to graduate Tomohiko Yoshijima. Artistic, funny, supportive. This young lady is a hard-working student and an even harder-working artist. She is the recipient of an Ojai Studio Artist Scholarship. Her artwork has hung in the dining room and enriched all of our lives. She is a dedicated swimmer and has improved her swimming skills over the course of this school year. She shares her warm smile with all and carries a sense of humor that brings laughter to those around her. With an emphasis on fashion design next fall, she will attend Parsons School of Design in New York. We are pleased to graduate Vicki Chin. Involved, caring, motivated. This next young man is a hardworking student, fluent in 4 languages. He can bridge many gaps that exist in our cosmopolitan environment. He is active in community service. He's a fine athlete, a leader in swim sport. His example helps inspire others to strive for excellence. He has also played basketball and lacrosse. As manager of Senior Snack Shop, he proved his dedication and commitment to the class fundraising efforts. He's a member of the elite stage crew that works behind the scenes during the spring musical. Throughout his busy life, he holds true to his fabulous sense of humor. In the fall, he will attend Vancouver Premier College of Hotel Management. We are pleased to graduate Jair Alfonso Cao. Commanding, humorous. This young lady is a hard-working student. She is a leader in the dorm and respected by her peers. She has been involved in community service and a participant on stage and behind the scenes for the school's spring musical. She has sung in the chorus. Coaches who have had her as a manager appreciate her ability to handle the details of scorekeeping, equipment and uniform accounting, and the ability to defer the stress of a close contest with a word or two. Her warm smile can usually diffuse even the most stressful situation. In the fall, she will attend the University of Nevada at Las Vegas, We are proud to graduate So Young Stephanie Park. There is one person more nervous than myself. Funny, athletic, generous. This young man is a hardworking student and a harder working person. He was a leader on the camping trip, easily getting a diverse group together to make the trip work. He is active in community service, always willing to help those in need. He is a fine athlete, having participated in football, soccer, lacrosse, track, and tennis. He has sung with the chorus. On stage in the spring musical, he came into his own as an actor and comedian. He's a member of the elite voice class. His willingness to offer a helping hand comes from an ability to see what needs to be done. He never needs to be asked. A gentleman. In the fall, he will intern at Bayer AG in Germany. We are pleased to graduate Juman Kim. Respected, kind, a friend. This young man is an honor student, prefect, and president of the Student Council. He is a fine athlete, having played soccer, tennis, basketball, and baseball. His involvement in community service is extensive, working with animals at the Humane Society, as well as visiting with the elderly at Acacia's nursing home. He is one of the elite members of the stage crew for the spring musical, 4 years running, recipient of the Andrew Kelly Award. In the fall, he will attend the University of California at San Diego. We are pleased to graduate Andrew Leon. Music photography. This young man is a hardworking student, a prefect, and for the past 2 years, editor of the yearbook. He is a participant in the life of the school. He has run cross country and track. He has played soccer and basketball. His musical talent has allowed him to accompany the chorus and voice class. As an instrumentalist, he has played with other groups and contributed his talents to the spring musical. In the dorm, he is a fine leader, always willing to help anyone in need. He is an artist with a camera and a magician when it comes to applying his trade on the computer. In the fall, he will attend Boston University. We are proud to graduate T. Sermons. Conviction, gentle, quiet. This young lady is a hardworking student willing to take on the challenges of advanced level courses of study. She is diligent and organized in her academic work. She is recognized in Ventura County as a star scholar. She is active in community service and regularly is involved with the Humane Society. She has volunteered her time as a peer tutor to the school's summer language camp. She takes her interest in the community affairs outside the school, being active in protecting wild horses and preserving the Ojai. She's a person of conviction, willing to change the world one step at a time. Recipient of a Provost Scholarship, in the fall she will attend Mills College. We are pleased to graduate Elizabeth Riley White. tenacious, honest, curious, dedicated. The first of our remaining seniors to hold a diploma from the lower school. This young man is a hardworking honor student and has served as prefect for 2 years. His interest in politics and government is not a casual hobby. He is well-read and fluent in the issues of today. He has played football, soccer, and lacrosse, and what I admire most about him as an athlete is his commitment to give his best. He is very capable in the outdoors and on the honors ski trip not only demonstrated his ability to control his cross-country skis, but also served as a tour guide for the downhillers on Mammoth Mountain. In the fall, he will attend the University of California at Riverside. We are pleased to graduate Grant Randolph Orbach. Consistent, independent, bright. This young man is a hardworking student. His research project for U.S. history on Starbucks, building a corporate and cultural entity, one cup at a time, was excellent. He's a gifted and talented violinist, which made his studies in music theory seem easy. He donates his time by volunteering his services at St. John's Hospital, Cedars-Sinai Hospital Pharmacy, and the Public Library. In the past 2 years, he has become an accomplished cyclist, capable of traveling great distance. I know he is in shape when I see him pedaling up the school road, breathing easily and smiling. In the fall, he will attend Massachusetts College of Pharmacy. We are proud to graduate Matt Romo. Friendly, gentle, kind, helpful, respectful. This young man is a hardworking student and a respected leader in the dorm as a prefect. He's an active athlete, having played soccer, lacrosse, and baseball. He has been a member of chorus and performed in the school musicals. He has been a member of the yearbook staff. One of his teachers says of him, "He grew up right in front of my eyes." He greets everyone with his warm, infectious smile, and he is respected by his peers because they know he leads by example, never expecting more from them than he is willing to give of himself. In the fall, he will attend Cal Poly Pomona. We are proud to graduate Do-Young Kim. Powerful, thoughtful, honorable. When I think of this young man, I will always recall his comments to our lower school 8th grade class when they visited our campus in October. He told them if they decided to come to the upper school, they would learn about integrity. He said it is not just something to talk about. It is an expectation, a value we practice. He also explained how he came to understand the meaning of integrity, how difficult it was, but how important it had become to him and this community. Listening to him speak, I knew a dream had come true. He's a hardworking student, a fine athlete, having played football, soccer, and baseball. He has sung with the school chorus and is a member of the elite voice class. He has performed on stage in the spring musicals. His duet with Katrina Wilson was a showstopper, even if it was a little behind the times. He's a leader, and in the fall, he will attend George Washington University, accepted early decision. We are proud to graduate Danny Kim. I forgot bashful. Artistic, talented, responsible. This young lady takes advantage of all OVS has to offer. She's a hardworking honor student and has served as a prefect for 2 years. She has played on the volleyball, basketball, and lacrosse teams. She is an enthusiastic volunteer. She has donated her time to tutor students and work at the Humane Society. She participated in a community service project in Mexico, working with poor and orphan children in the city of Oaxaca. She has served on student council and managed the ASB funds as treasurer. Her artwork reflects imagination and dedication. She has sung with the chorus, performed in the spring musicals, and is a member of the elite voice class. She plays the flute and drums and has performed with the school rock band. To make a list short, I probably should have told you what she did not do during her tenure here at OVS. In the fall, she will attend Carnegie Mellon University. We are pleased to graduate Jessica Sanghi Park. Intelligent, bright, baseball. Baseball. This young man is an honor student, a talented writer, and a clear thinker. When it comes to political ideology, he never shies away from the debate. He served as day student prefect and has learned that leadership does not come from title, but from example. He has participated in the honor ski trip. He's an avid sailor and a master of his craft. He has worked as a sailing instructor for the past few summers and enjoys sharing with young people his love of the sea. His passion above all else is baseball. 4 years of varsity baseball, having played every position. He has been involved in other sports, but it all comes back to baseball. In the fall, he will attend Oxnard College. We are proud to graduate Eugene John LaVille. Warm, friendly, talented, bright. This young man is an honor student with a gift for math and science. He is a leader who has been involved in student council and has served as day student prefect. He participated in the community service and has traveled to Oaxaca, Mexico to work with the poor and orphan children of that city. He has run cross country and track, played soccer, and trained for triathlons. He has sung with chorus and entertained us with his performance in the spring musicals. He has sung with the elite voice class. He too has taken advantage of all the school has to offer, in the process given back to this community. Recipient of a President's Scholarship, in the fall he will attend California Institute of Technology. We are pleased to graduate Kevin Alexander Hartman. Polite, caring, bright, motivated. He's a hardworking honor student and a senior prefect. He is respected by the faculty and his peers, for he leads by example. He chooses to learn outside his academic responsibilities and can often be found reading science journals that address topics of interest to him. A weak ankle that faltered on the honor ski trip tainted his skiing, but did not dampen his heart or spirit. Basketball is his sport of choice, and his court leadership has been the foundation of the team's success. He has participated in chorus and performed in the spring musical. His dedication to community service has touched every aspect of the program. The residents of Acacia Nursing Home light up when they see him. His patience to listen is amazing to all. He is never too busy to give of himself. In the fall, he will attend the University of Washington. We are proud to graduate Kevin Chi-Chen Yang. Talented, entertaining, organized. This young man is a hardworking student. Less than a year ago, I sat down with him and posed this question. What am I going to say about you at graduation? At the time, he did not have an answer. Today, we both do. He directed the student serving staff at the parent dinner during Parent Weekend in the fall. He has hosted his fellow advisees and advisor to a fabulous meal he himself prepared. In his junior year, he was active on the junior prom committee. He organized, planned, purchased, and guided the preparation of meals on the ropes course outing. He has served as a student stable manager and has been described as helpful to both the students and the supervisors, with a great sensitivity to the beginning riders. He is a capable musician and a talented baker. The pies he brought to faculty could have passed for a fine professional bakery product. In the fall, he will attend the University of Utah. We are proud to graduate Andrew Charles Mins. Our resident day student. I think he spends more time on campus than I do. This young man is an honor student and a participant in the life of the school. He has played football, soccer, and lacrosse. He is a fine athlete, and he brings the spirit of sport to the game that benefits the entire team. He participated in the honor ski trip and made the long journey from Camp Shydick back to school during the spring camping trip. He is both mentally and physically tough, and at the same time, he is gentle and compassionate. He is well-rounded, well-liked, and always willing to lend a hand. In the fall, he will attend the University of California at San Diego. We are proud to graduate Thomas Kim. Bright, funny, strong, gentle. This young man is an honor student, a gifted critical thinker. Best of all, he is his own person, both in thought and action. He would say he has a passion for surfing. I would claim he has a passion for life. He has participated in cross country and track and recently competed in the school's Ironman competition. He has played lacrosse and stepped up to help the team when they were a man short. He plays guitar and has performed with the school's rock and jazz groups. He has proven himself in the outdoor program. On a trip to Escalante, Utah, he took on a role of leader because he possesses strong camp skills and his confidence inspired others. On the honor ski trip, not only did he demonstrate great skiing technique, but he also demonstrated his maturity by seeing what jobs needed doing and doing them before he was asked to do so. I will never forget seeing him crawl under the bus to remove the chains in his t-shirt and shorts as the snowflakes fell. Just this spring, he did take on the role of a second leader on a trip, and he fulfilled his duties beautifully. He is only limited by his own imagination. In the fall, he will attend Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. We are proud to graduate Kurt Jurgen Bramko. artistic, last and first. This young lady has waited a long time for this day. She is last to graduate, but first to attend the Ojai Valley School. Last August, she and I discussed the merits of being a student at OVS. She said the teachers care about you as a person as well as a student. She went on to say the opportunities to participate are almost limitless. Most important, she said, when you think someplace else might be better, you quickly recognize that the grass isn't greener, but rather you must appreciate the opportunities you do have. With that in mind, she has taken her passion for art and developed her portfolio for advanced placement submission. She is hesitant to boast, but her teachers will tell you she is a gifted writer. Not only are her mechanics finely tuned, but her ability to organize and critically analyze are superior. She has played soccer and ridden horses, but most of all, she has grown up OVS. In the fall, she will attend the Art Institute of Phoenix. We are proud to graduate Katrina Fireshaker Carver. I want to thank the class of 2005 for their combined contributions to a great year. They have touched our hearts and become part of our soul. We wish them well with a special reminder from the OVS community. While we know it is time to go, please know you may always come back. I'm honored to call on two seniors for the farewell, Jessica Park and Andrew Mins.
I'm sure that most of you have heard the story of Icarus, the boy whose father built him wings that were to carry him to his salvation, but instead he used them for a pleasure trip. For just a short time, Icarus knew what it was like to be a god, to soar above the clouds and especially above the average man. But by doing this, Icarus paid the ultimate price, his life. Like him, we have all been given gifts. Education has been the gift that we have received here at the Ojai Valley School, and we have been given the responsibility to do what we choose with these gifts. Only time will tell how responsible we are. In the English 12 class this year, we read a book called A Prayer for Owen Meany. To quote the main character, Owen once said, "People are helpless to fate and are victims of time." It would seem today that our time here on this campus is over, but really our legacy is just beginning. As for the fate, I would like to think that we are making our fate right now, this very second in time in which we are cutting the umbilical cord and detaching from the guidance that we have received. Our parents brought us into this world, and now they watch as their son or daughter begins a new journey towards a different life, a life of unsure perils and difficult transitions. Without the guidance that we have received here, none of these changes would be easy, nor are they still guaranteed to be. These 27 people sitting here on the stage have been through a lot together, camping trips which we have bonded over a burning campfire, difficult classes to challenge our intellect, and the hardships of everyday life. But one thing that has kept us together and has brought us more relief than anything else is our friendships. Friendships that have formed memories that will stay with us for the rest of our lives. Friends that have come and gone but made a lasting and unique impression for each person. Our class is from all over the world. We are from Ojai, Ventura, Oxnard, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Colorado, Brazil, Germany, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, and Thailand. We all grew up in different cultures, lifestyles, and beliefs. But OVS has led us to bond with each other, overcoming the differences with trust and love. Most of us know how to say hi in at least 4 different languages by now.
Andrew, who had never spoke to an international student before he came to OVS, can now say "you are stupid" in Korean. And Gino can tell me to make a pie for him in Korean. Instead of pushing up our nose to pungent, mysterious foreign food, we now beg for one more bite. We helped each other through hardships, weaknesses, personal problems, and academics. It was the help and support we shared that made us strong. We had worked hard as individuals and as a class to demonstrate our leadership, achieve our academic goals, and most importantly, to have fun with each other. We came here speaking different languages, eating different food, believing in different ideas, and hoping for different dreams. But we all dissolved into one unit, a unit so tight that cannot be broken. To quote Robert Southey, he said, "No distance of place or lapse of time can lessen the friendship of those who are thoroughly persuaded of each other's worth." Although we are parting to places where distance will be a hindrance in seeing each other, it is our friendship that will keep us close together. It is you, our family and friends, who have molded us into the person we are today and the person who will become. It is also the faculty to which we owe a great deal of gratitude and appreciation. Our experiences with them have significantly changed our lives. This campus some call home, others call their sanctuary because it is here, amongst our friends that we have changed into the adults before you. It is here where one day we'll return and remember the stories, the experiences, and the adventures that we have had and will reflect on. Most importantly, it is OVS that kept us true to our course, away from obstacles, and it is OVS that has prepared us for the real challenge we'll face in a few months. An American author, Richard David Bach, said, "Don't be dismayed at goodbyes. A farewell is necessary before you can meet again. A meeting again after a moment or lifetime is certain for those who are friends." So here we are, leaving one path behind with a new path ahead of us. We leave with hope in our hearts and tears in our eyes. Saying goodbye is never easy, so instead we'll say see you soon and hope that our paths will cross once again. Thank you, families, fellow friends, faculty, staff, Ms. Oberlander, Mr. Roven, Mr. Hermes, and of course, Mr. Cooper. Salom.
Gracias.
감사합니다.
Arigato.
Sheshe.
Merci.
Danke.
And it all comes down to
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. I ask that the audience remain at their seats for the recessional. I would like to remind the graduates and their guests of the luncheon at Mr. and Mrs. Hermes' home across the street from the lower school. Lunch in the dining room will be served for others who would like to stay. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Ojai Valley School's class of 2005.